This is Boats of the Thousand Islands, the show about every kind of watercraft on the Great St. Lawrence River. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Show about every kind of watercraft on the Great St. Lawrence River. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're talking about fishing charter boats, the guides, the rods, the big ones that got away.
Also the ones that definitely did not get away because we have photographic evidence.
The St. Lawrence is one of the best freshwater fisheries in the world, by the way. That's not just local pride talking.
It's science. The river system holds over 80 species of fish, from tiny darters all the way up to muskellunge the size of your uncle.
My uncle is 6'2", so that checks out. Muskies can hit over 50 inches long.
Charter boats exist so regular people, no boat, no gear, no clue, can still access all of that.
A licensed charter captain basically becomes your guide, your teacher, your fish-finding GPS, and your net guy all at once.
And they know exactly where to go. These operators spend years learning the river's channels, shoals, and drop-offs.
Drop-offs are underwater ledges where big fish hang out, waiting to ambush smaller fish. Very dramatic, very effective.
The typical charter boat out here is somewhere between 20 and 28 feet long, aluminum or fiberglass, with a solid flat deck.
Flat deck is key. You want room to move, set up multiple rods, and do a little victory dance when you land something.
Speaking of rods, the captain usually provides everything: rods, reels, tackle, bait, the whole setup.
Which is honestly a relief because fishing tackle is one of those things where you can spend $200 and still have the wrong lure.
Charter trips on the St. Lawrence typically run a half day or a full day, and you're usually out by sunrise.
Sunrise on the water, in the Thousand Islands. I'm not going to lie, it sounds pretty great.
It is great. The light hits the granite islands and the herons are just standing there like they own the place.
They basically do own the place. We're just visiting.
The target species varies by season. Spring and fall, it's often walleye and pike. Summer brings bass season into full swing.
Walleye is the one everybody wants to eat, right? Like, that's the reputation fish.
Huge reputation. Firm white flesh, mild flavor, fries up beautifully. People plan entire vacations around catching walleye.
Charter captains on the Canadian side need a proper guide license issued by the province, plus Transport Canada certification for the vessel.
So they're not just some person with a boat. There's real training, real safety equipment requirements, real accountability.
Life jackets for every passenger, flares, fire extinguisher, the works. Safety is not optional on the water.
And the captains file float plans, meaning someone on shore always knows where the boat is headed and when it's expected back.
That's a detail tourists don't always think about, but it matters a lot if weather rolls in fast.
The St. Lawrence can get choppy surprisingly quickly. The river is wide enough that you get real wave action.
We're talking a river that's over 3 kilometers wide at some points between Ontario and New York State.
3 kilometers, you can lose sight of the shore. That's not a creek, that's basically an inland sea.
And the charter captain is reading that water the whole time, watching the sky, the current, the fish finder screen.
Fish finders use sonar to show depth and fish location. A good captain can basically read that screen like a map.
Some of the top guides out here have been running charters for 30 or 40 years. That's a career built entirely on the river.
Generational knowledge, too. A lot of them learned from a parent or grandparent who ran charters before them.
Which means the boat might be newer, but the knowledge of where the fish are goes back decades.
Guests come from all over the US, Europe, people who've been dreaming about fishing the St. Lawrence their whole lives.
And then there are the regulars who book the same captain every single summer. Same week, same spots, same stories.
The stories are a whole category. Every charter captain has a story about the biggest muskie anyone's ever seen.
And it was always just barely too big to land. Always, without fail.
That fish lives in every charter captain's memory, rent-free forever.
Honestly though, even a day where you catch nothing and you're just out on the river watching osprey dive, that's still a good day.
Osprey are basically nature's charter captains. Zero license required, perfect catch rate.
Unfair advantage. They have talons.
The point is, charter boats are how a place like the Thousand Islands stays connected to its fishing heritage, season after season.
The river keeps giving, and the guides keep showing people how to receive that gift responsibly, with catch and release practices and respect for limits.
Which is how it stays incredible for the next generation of 15-year-olds who want to land a muskie someday.
That is a direct personal statement, and I stand by it completely. Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next week on Boats of the Thousand Islands.